Hello and welcome to the International Youth Talkshow. Now this talk show is a youth space and forum where young people get to share their challenges, hopes, aspirations and dreams. Now today we have a very special guest, a young man named Blessing Fire, who was born with a disability and he was on the wheelchair until he was 19 years of age. And apparently he got inspired by gymnastics and now he's one of the best break dancers in the whole of Zimbabwe. Welcome, Blessing.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm great, thanks.
Thank you so much for coming to the show. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
My name is Blessing Fire, also known as Freestyles. I'm a B-boy, a break dancer. I was born in 1989. I was born in the family of 2 boys and 6 girls, and I was the last one. And I was the only one with a disability in the family. And I grew up there and I went to a normal school with normal kids, and I finished my primary education in the same school. Then I went to the secondary school. It was normal school. I was the only one with a disability there. Yeah.
Okay. How did that feel though? I mean, you say it in a very normal way. Like, I went to a normal school and I went. How was that for you?
For me, when I was in preschool, there was not much of a big difference.
Okay.
But when I went to the primary school, that's when I started to notice that I was different from everyone.
Okay.
Because I remember from the preschool, it was kind of fun, normal and everything like that. But the moment I went to secondary school, there was a lot of happening and a lot of crazy kids, crazy thoughts. And so for me, it was a struggle to try to fit in that system. It was a tough experience.
Okay. Now, had you always had that dream of saying, hey, listen, when I grow up, I'm going to be a dancer? Or where was that starting point for you? Where you decided, I think I could actually, hit this off?
To be honest, I didn't have that vision. Like growing up, like when the parents ask you, man, what do you want to be? All the kids are like, I want to be a pilot. So I was one of those kids that doctor and stuff like that. But I think the primary school experience taught me a lot. I was struggling to fit in the system, and I was fighting for acceptance, and there was like a lot of rejection. So it kind of like affected my learning experience, because I can say my first day when I got into school, I met up with some friends that we were in the same preschool together. And, as kids, you've got a lot of energy. You want to run around and jump around. So we had this teacher who was against that also.
Okay.
So the kind of punishment that she was giving us, it was not okay according to my situation. So it kind of like raised a lot of issues. Like I couldn't walk when I'm back at home because I used to like walk around the house and maybe just in the yard. And when I get home, I didn't have that energy anymore because of the punishment. She would make you stand for like a lot of hours. So my mother got concerned and she came and talked to the head about it, and the head got a little bit worried that maybe the parents were going to sue the school. And she went on to the teacher, and I don't know how she took it. Then the fireworks came back to me. So with her, she just said that I'm not going to teach you anything, because your parents, they come here and complain with the way that the system works. And she put me as a bad example to other kids that don't be like him. He's like this and this. So for me, I was trying to defend myself. Like kids, they start mocking you and picking up on you. But trying to defend myself now, I was now labeled as a violent kid, you know what I'm saying? And there was no learning for me from that time. So the whole of primary school, you change to the next teacher and they'll be like, oh, that's the child right here. And it was passed on to the next teacher, and only when I went to secondary school, that's when I was like, it was now like a new system. Like new kids and new teachers, and I didn't have a problem with anybody. But for me now, trying to catch up, I was very slow in picking up. So I kind of related with the street culture, the urban culture. How guys do rhymes, talk about their problems, how they listen to hip hop, thinking it's like a solution, that kind of stuff. That's how I got involved, like in the whole urban culture and everything.
Okay. So, in the beginning, what was the journey like for you? Like when you decided that I'm going to become a dancer, and who inspired you to become a dancer?
I think people didn't really get it at first, because my brother is a gymnastic coach.
Okay.
So growing up, I would see him doing like backflips, somersaults, or even do it in the streets with his friend. And yes, since I was struggling to walk, he was teaching me how to do cartwheels or handstand walks. So trying the handstand walks and the cartwheels, he actually said that you can actually hold a handstand.
Okay.
Don't stop moving. So from there, I started doing tricks, like I saw that I can just do a handstand, but what's next? Maybe I can get down, you just having those crazy thoughts, And some of the guys, they were like, man, what you're doing is powerful. It's like acrobatics. And there was a dance movie, he got saved, and some break dancers, they come looking for gymnasts. And they saw me just doing stuff on my hands. They're like, this guy is a B-boy, we need to put him on the team also.
Okay.
So that's how I got involved. And my parents, they were really worried because it was against everything that was on the doctor's description about me, about my condition, because my legs were very weak to carry the whole body. I was not supposed to walk long distance. So when I was young, they put like a metal pin on my knee to hold the legs together. So they were all scared about these things. And my dad, it was really a struggle for him to explain to him this, because he had this in mind that my boy is going to grow up, he's going to be a mechanic, he's going to be a computer guru, that kind of stuff where you get your job but it's chilled and you don't have to do a lot of hassles. So it's something that they couldn't just accept it because they were scared of me.
Okay. What were the challenges that you faced as a young person with a disability?
I think trying to fit in the community and fighting for acceptance and trying to do what everyone else was doing.
You need to explain to me what B-boy is because I'm completely lost. What were the challenges that you faced?
I think first it's something that was not really known in Zim. It's something that came very late. So people were failing to relate with that. And it's something that parents were actually scared, like, can someone actually earn a living out of this? And it's also something that was not accepted in our community, because I remember one of my neighbors used to say, this guy might be mentally disturbed because we just used to go in the streets and we've got our water bottles and we start jumping, spinning, and with them they didn't really get it, you know what I'm saying? They were like, this is not gymnastics and it's not even dancing like what we know. What are these guys doing and are they gonna earn a living with this stuff? So with b-boying or break dancing, they call it breaking in Europe. It's a street culture. It's New York history. It's actually started with the BBoys, Rocksteady, and some of the crews in America. And this is how black people were expressing themselves through dance. So b-boy consists of gymnastics moves, capoeira, martial arts, acrobatics, and dancing.
All right. Well, after the short break, Blessing will continue with us as we talk about his successes, as he was one of the best b-boy breakdancers in Zimbabwe. We'll be right back. Hello and welcome back to the show. Now, just before we were with Blessing, aka Chris Styles, and we were talking about what he experienced from a young age until he realized that he had a passion for dancing. And now we want to talk about your successes. I know that you've been doing a lot internationally and nationally too. Now let's start with the first time you guys won the Jibilika dance in 2007. What was the competition for, and how did you guys feel when you won?
Winning the first competition for me, it actually meant a lot. Because when I first met these guys who wanted to do break dancing, and they joined up with my brother, and they were always talking about this concept, when you don't really know what's going on, and they just say, man, it's gonna be amazing and everything, and you can't wait to be in it. So we first did the first competition that we did was called a Horror Hip Hop Night. Right, but it didn't come out well. It was like our first competition. We came out third. Then Jibilika dance competition came in, and we went into the group of 9 guys. It was called Inmates. That was my first crew. For me, it was amazing. It was the best experience ever, because when you grow up and when you feel like there is nothing good that comes from you, and when you have a lot of people who doesn't believe in you, it's you spend your whole life trying to look something that people accept you for. So for me, being on stage with these guys, and you know, the lights, the audience, the music, people making noise. Yeah, I felt like that's where I belong. I felt like I belonged to the stage. I felt like this is my spot. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we did this performance, and with one routine, the song was actually called "God Is Giving Me a Window."
Wow!
And it was a window for sure. Yeah, we did great. The judges, the crowd, everything, everyone was amazed with the performance, and yeah,
I'm sure
it was a good experience.
Okay, and I know you've been performing at Haifa, which is one of the most amazing shows that young people attend, because a lot of people get to express their culture, embrace their culture through different music and through different choreography. I know you've been performing since 2008. How has that been for you guys?
Yeah, I think it's another quite a good experience, because once we started doing Haifa, like after the GB League Dance Festival, the clip was on TV. It was actually on ZTV. There was another guy who used to do his show, Chuck Gnosis, Out of the Rhythm. So he actually took the clip, and it was like one of his trailer that would come up every time. And I know the community and everything, and my dad, at some point they were showing it in the club, and you know, everyone saw this video, and the crew got popular, and we started getting these invites to come and these other shows. And you know, when everyone's saying each year, people they used to left me out, like people they're going to Haifa, I'm gonna stay at home because I'm still in a wheelchair. You know what I'm saying? People they're going to agriculture show, I'm gonna be home because I'm still in a chair. But for me, I get up and I pushed myself. My mom was leaving, like, how are you gonna get there? I'm like, Mom, these boys they drive, they're gonna pick me up. I was lying, but I wanted to get there. Once you get in your combi, you make every effort to go there. We have performed on different platforms at Haifa, and for me, it was a new world. Yeah, it was this amazing world where you meet people from different angles of the world, and yeah, you kind of do different performance, and this amazing festival. Yeah, it was life changing.
And you guys were winners at the 2016 Africa Hip Hop Indaba in Cape Town. How was that for you guys?
I say this was amazing, because yeah, when you go on a foreign land and you can still make the crowd go crazy, and you can make the judges do the right decision. Yeah, it gives you a lot of confidence that you're really good at what you do.
I'm sure that was quite big for you guys.
Yeah, it was actually very big, because for me, I think I left competitions or stopped doing competitions in 2012 or 2011. I've been chilled for some time, because the industry wasn't doing good on my side. So I got a call from some friends, and they were like, bro, let's do this. And we came up together, and we made a piece, and we went to Africa Hip Hop Indaba. You know, it's different when you perform in a foreign land. Then you still see the crowd getting up and give you a standing ovation. You know, it means a lot if you're a performer, because it's not just easy to put up your art, and people from different race or maybe different country. You know, people they always criticize. Like I know when you go out there, when you're from Zim, people they just look at you like you know that the look that they give you. So we stood there, everyone doubting us, and we got on our stage, the beat drops, and we did what we do, and everyone was like, oh, are you sure these guys they're from Zim? I'm like, yeah, man.
We have Zim talent.
Yeah, we had Zim talent. Then I also entered into the solo competitions, and we were in this round with 16 B-boys, and we did our presentation, and I was there in the finals. I get to be in battle in one of these African champions, and the guys who have done competitions all over the world.
Wow.
It was very good.
I'm sure it was amazing.
Okay,
so you obviously work with group members.
Yes.
How many are there, and how guys do you work well together?
I started working with a group of 9 guys or 10 guys. Then it dropped in numbers, and I started working again with another group of 8 to 9 members. It was okay, but the struggle it was always like some people they didn't put the same energy as the others. Or maybe something wrong with the leader. So it was quite crazy at some time. Then it get to a point where I felt like I need to start my own group. So I started working up with 5 guys. And everything is moving well. Like
That's great. That's great. Well, after the break, Blessing is going to tell us more about how he became a director of a dance theater production. We'll be right back after this short break. Hello and welcome back to the show. Now, just before the break, we were talking to Blessing about how he succeeded, him and his group, to go international, and nationally they've also had some victories. Now, welcome back, Blessing, aka Chris Styles. I like that name.
Thank you.
Where did it come from, though?
Okay, it's a funny story.
Yeah.
Yeah. So back in the days, there was this guy on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he used to call himself Christ.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and he used to sing funny songs.
Okay.
So I used to imitate the guy.
Ah.
Then people started calling me Christ.
Okay.
So when I started dancing,
yeah,
some people thought my name was Chris. I don't know where that came from.
Okay.
So from Chris, somebody thought it was Christian.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, I was like, "Are you Christian?" Like, "Man, I'm Christian." You know what I'm saying?
You just adopted the name.
So yeah, from Chris, it just went to Christian. Yeah, some of the friends also, and my brother, they started calling me, "Yo, Chris, yo, Christian, man, this style, Chris, you know." Yeah. So that's when the name actually started. So yeah, I was like, "Yeah, I'm Christian."
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, now I know you were a director and also a performer or a main actor in a theater production called Broken Pavements. Now, what is Broken Pavements and why did you choose to direct this? And you performed this at Shoko Festival, is it?
Yes.
So first explain why you decided to be a director for this, theater production, and then you can tell me why the name Broken Pavements, because I think it's really catchy. It reminds me of Adele's Chasing Pavements.
All right. So what happens is I had some theater experience.
Okay.
When I was dancing, I used to teach for a certain studio.
Okay.
Then I ended up working with National Ballet.
Okay.
So I used to be involved in their productions.
You actually did ballet?
No, I didn't do ballet, but I was working with National Ballet.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, like how can sometimes they'll have like there was a time when we did a Walt Disney show.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like they have many numbers,
yeah,
like cartoon numbers.
Yeah.
And you have to come in different characters.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was involved in that production
okay,
in 2010.
Okay.
We did it at our international school.
Okay.
Then the following year, I was called also to come and do a production in French Theatre.
Okay.
It was called Joseph and the Amazing Color Dreamcoat.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a theatre production.
Yeah.
So I took an award that year for the best male dancer.
Wow.
In that production in Zim. It was a Dennis Granger Award.
Yeah.
And I think the following year again, or the year after,
yeah,
there was another guy from UK who came to Zim, and he was also working on a theatre production. It was actually called Mixing It Up. So there were like 26 of us, and they decided to choose like 6 guys that will go. So we did the hip hop theatre production in Joburg and in Cape Town.
Okay.
So yeah, I got this experience, and I kind of like understand how things work in the theatre and dance. So for me, it was something that is not done a lot here in Zim. Probably when you have theaters, production is mainly maybe acting. Okay. Or maybe you can have acting and music. Yeah. Or maybe you can have ballet and contemporary. Yeah. Yeah. So after, I think in 2014, there was a documentary that was done by another media company. Okay. And it was telling my life story. Okay. So that documentary, it was taken to Australia. Okay. And last year it won. One of the best stories in Australia and in USA. Wow. They actually did the thing here when I was in Hip Hop in SA. Okay. Yeah. So one of my friends, Plot Margo, is the director and founder of Ghibli Dance Trust. Okay. He came to me and was like, "Bro, I'm really moved by this story. Why don't we come up with a theater production? Okay. Yes, I want you to write your life story, put it in paper, and let's see how we can do this in the theater." Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, giving it a thought, we called some friends and we explained the concept to them. So since I'm the one who really know the story, yes, I came up with the script. And then another guy called Respect or Mozi, he came in also. He's a spoken word artist, and we came together and we put up this script together. So Plot, he was also involved in the theater stuff. Yeah. yeah, we came up together and yeah, we drafted down, and I was one of the main actors there, and there was another girl.
Okay.
And 4 guys. And yeah, they kind of like helped me to tell my life story in a dance theater setup.
Okay.
So at this point, this girl, she was my mother.
Okay.
And she'll be expressing how she felt about me when I was born. Because the stories from my mom, she actually say that when I was born, she was broken. Like, she didn't know what to do. Okay. And each time she would hide me from people. Like, she didn't want people to see me. Because she was like, she was hiding away from a lot of critics and all stuff like that. So people like close friends and other people started giving me counseling and everything like that. And also it also talks about my experience, like what I felt when I was in school. Okay. Yes, how did I try to fit in, like to play soccer, but I didn't belong there. Yeah. How did I try to fit in basketball, but there was, because it was a normal school. Okay. Yeah, so it only had a program for these guys. So it also going into another point when it told like, how did I get involved in breakdancing? Okay. How did this breaking movement inspire me? I mean, the gymnast, how did they inspire me? Yeah, so there's a point where there's a guy who's like a gymnast, playing like my brother's role in the act, and I kind of like trying to copy what he does, and yeah, it came up as an era of BBoy. Then the last part of the piece is when I'm with the whole crew, and we're now doing an actual performance. Like now we have joined the pieces together, and I've been inspired by gymnasts and everything like that. But now we're showing people the beauty of dance and everything like that. Yeah.
Wow, that is amazing and inspiring. Okay, so I know there's a quotation that I really love from something that you wrote before, and it says, "Limitations only exist in your mind. If you believe that you can do it, then you'll succeed." Can you explain this quotation?
I think a lot of people, they are discouraged by the environment. They are discouraged about history, like what happened in the past. Yeah. There are some people who stay broken for the rest of their life. Yes. There are some people who never get married for the rest of their life. There are some people who never look for a job or anything like that because of what happened. Yeah. But yeah, I've come to a point where I've realized that as long as you believe, you can do anything. Yeah, like me, once, like when I started getting this inspiration from gymnast, I would sit down to watch dance movies, and I would be like, I want to be like that. And I would go on and practice. I've done 4 hours, I've done 5 hours, I've done 7 hours, I've done 8 hours. And I've seen the fruit of that. I've seen the outcome that only if you start thinking right, if you decide that I want to do this, you can do it. You are the only person who can stop yourself. There's no one who can stop you. Once you make that decision, and you believe, I'm sure, you can do anything.
You know what, Blessings, you really got me thinking whilst you were speaking. There are a lot of young people who are very capable, who don't even have disability, but who mope around the whole day saying, oh, my life is terrible, oh, I can't do this and I can't do that. And you are an example of someone who was able to overcome all those things. So thank you so much for being such an example. Now I have to ask this, Blessing. I'm sure there are a lot of young ladies out there who are like, damn, maybe I'm one of them, but you're not sure about that. But I wanted to know, are you single?
Current situation? I am single.
So girls, you heard Blessing, he is single, so maybe we can get your number. Okay. Anyway, so what are your last words to all the young people out there?
I think I'll say the problem, I'll address it as this: you're gonna have a role model at some point. You're gonna have a mentor, because the moment you just think you are on your own and you can do it, and you don't have anyone who have walked the road before, it's gonna be very difficult. Like in my situation, I had this guy, his name was Lisedi. He was not a b-boy though, but he was a dancer. Okay. But he kind of like led us in a way that was good. And I think that's what's lacking with a lot of young people. They don't have a role model. They don't have a mentor. They don't have anyone who actually shows them like, bro, this is how you need to take things. And you're gonna have someone who walk you through the steps.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you so much, Blessing, and I wish you all the best in all your endeavors that you're going to do after this.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much to Blessing for being here, and thank you so much to all our viewers. Now you can reach us on www.orbitinternational.com. You can follow us on Twitter @OrbitInternational and like us on Facebook. See you next time.